Guests. All right, here we go. Good morning, good afternoon. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's August 8th. Thank you for being here. Special welcome to any guests in the audience, all the Power Solar Warriors as well. Everyone is welcome to the training every single Tuesday. And we are going to start off with a quick video of our corporate headquarters. Get the energy up and let's jump in.
Welcome, my friends, and congratulations. We have over 1,000 fellow Power Warriors. This is the first time anything like this has happened in the solar energy industry.
It's really about every single one of you.
We're looking to roll out solutions that the market hasn't seen before.
Thank you to the Power team for inviting us. Are you guys ready to geek out a little bit on technology?
Every individual should have the right to generate, store, and sell their own electricity.
All right. Love that introduction there. And that's from our corporate headquarters. Let's go ahead and kick this off. Thank you all for being here. I have a few introductions and a few events to get through, and then we will go ahead and get to today's training. We're all super excited about our trainer that we have today. And again, welcome to any Power Warriors, Solar Warrior Tribe, anyone in the solar sales, entrepreneur, business owner industry. We're glad you're here. So Power is a nationwide solar platform. They're decentralized across 25 states, unlike typical brick and mortar companies. They're really different. And I'm here today to just do this introduction to let you know a little bit about myself. I've been in solar and real estate since 2015. I worked at Solar City, Tesla, Sunrun. I've been at other companies, tried my hand at real estate. Now I've been at Power full-time since May of 2020. I've sold 28 referrals in a month, 26 referrals, 19 deals, 18 deals. And we teach you guys the blueprint if you want to apply this to solar, real estate, mortgage, anything at all. Our training is open source like today. It's free. It's on my YouTube and everybody is welcome. The team size is about 1,500 to 1,900 sellers across 25 states. Power has over 8,000. And being the top seller and recruiter, I have won 2 Teslas and a Fisker Ocean as well. And I love speaking and holding events. Proud to say, multiple 7-figure earner in solar, multiple 7-figure earner at Power alone in the last 3.5 years. And in philanthropy, we give back. Just like today's speaker, he'll tell us about his philanthropy that he does as well. So I have a few fast slides. And we're going to get to today's training here in just a few minutes. I do want to just cover what Power has done. In 3 to 4 years, they went from a few million to 96 million. Last year was 330 million. And we're on target to do 400 to 500 million this year alone. And so we've done this in a fraction of the time, over 220 employees, 7,000 sellers, 8,000 sellers across 25 states. Inc. 43, fastest growing privately held company nationwide this year. Inc. 61 last year. So what we've done in such a short time is honestly insane. And we just announced Power Enterprise in beta mode and so much more. And we're just getting started. And here you can see some of the different accolades that Power has done as well. Big picture, guys, big vision here. If you want to be in renewables, if you think solar is the future, type it in the chat. Solar electric vehicles is the future. It's hot as heck out there right now, and it's a great time to bolt on solar to your business if you're in solar, because we want to be a platform. We want to have batteries stand alone, roofing stand alone. We're piloting HVAC right now. We're doing water heaters. We already do solar, batteries, roofing, EV chargers across 25 states. But the future is the smart central home with all of these different options that you or your team can go out and sell. Here's the states that we're in. We just launched Hawaii, soft launch. We're in 25 states. Yes, we're in Puerto Rico. And of course, we partner with more than one PPA lease company. We do cash. We have multiple lenders. We've got Franklin batteries, Solar Edge batteries, Enphase batteries, whatever you want, 30-year warranty, bumper to bumper, nationwide company, and much more states to come. You can sell virtually, and you get access to the cost of goods. There's no red line BS. You don't have to start your way at 2.6 or 2.8. You get access to this cost of goods. So check out this live proposal, an 11 kilowatt system with 28 REC panels. We like to use REC. You could do Solar Edge or Enphase. And we have a cash price of $3.17. Now you get to see the base price, construction, modules, adders, racking, survey, and every single thing. There's $1 of margin. And if you know Power, you get 70-30 split on the margin. So what is $1 on 11 kilowatt system? It's $11,000 of margin. And so you're making almost an $8,000 commission check for selling top of the line equipment, 30-year warranty, REC panels, nationwide company at $3.17. It's nuts. So we have multiple ways to earn here, and we show you the transparent cost of goods. Everyone gets the same red line baseline cost of goods from day one, or team building capabilities from day one. And whether you're a real estate agent or sales rep, you don't want to sell, you can hand off the referral to any of the closers, hundreds across the country. They can do all the work and you guys split the commission. It's honestly insane. Your clients are going solar with or without your help. And we're here to give you the best nationwide company with a transparent cost of goods model, solutions, equipment, financing, 30-year warranties, a referral program, and so much more. The assets, the online proposal tools, back office, presentation, trainings like this. We even have healthcare options. If you want to leave that job one day and get healthcare options, we even have that as well. And in this short video, you'll see some of the assets that you get with Power. So we give you the social media shareables and graphics. You get your own websites, landing pages, your own ambassador join link portal. You get educational websites. If people enter their info, it goes directly to you. All of this comes to you instantly when you join Power and take the 4-hour training. You get marketing, customized solutions here, flyers, postcards, door hangers, you name it, guys, tablecloths, events. You could put in your information, save it as a PDF, send it to your print shop. You could even use direct mail. You'll see right here, sending it to your farm. Imagine sending 5,000 postcards out to your recent installation or your client you just helped. You can do it all from the online portal backend. We have our own proprietary design tools. We partner with Solo, but we also have Power Vision, our own in-house amazing design tool that lets you click and add panels, remove panels, change the offsets, the usage, look at the utility escalation. You could put loan, cash, lease, whatever you want. It's instant. You can click to run their credit. You can see the incentives, and you can send the DocuSign to sign a deal in a matter of minutes. All the training in Power University and knowledge base as well. Tons and tons of training. If you want to learn, you don't have to, because you could hand it off to a closer and get half the commission. But if you want to learn about solar and roofing and proposals and adders and azimuth, shading, learn from some of the top sellers here across the country, how they built their business. Power knowledge base. You could look up that 30-year warranty. You could look up independent states, incentives, SRECs. What areas do we cover? What states do we cover? We even have weekly Zoom trainings on all major markets every week for free on powercalendar.com. You could learn about every single market from the top leaders for free, and they're all in this as well in knowledge base. Learn about Enphase, SolarEdge, learn about our financing partners. We even have virtual site surveys. You could take a photo pack, you or the homeowner, get that to design in-house instantly, get paid your M1 within days instantly, which is super innovative. And we even have on-demand site survey as well. You get a back-end CRM, dashboard, C reporting, sales, income, ledger. You get paid daily here at Power and so much more. Let's keep it going. 5 income streams here: selling, partnered sales, 50-50. You can build a team. You don't have to. It's built in. Out of the 70-30, Power gives half of the 30 back to your team. If you want to build a team, 6 levels, you're literally waking up every week on Friday making $500-600 passive because you told someone about this badass solar company. They can make a lot of people, giving homeowners a better price than the next 100 other solar companies with better equipment and better warranties. And even a finance rebate, get paid $600 to $800 every time you sell a loan at Power. The same dealer fees, if not better than other nationwide companies, and stock options. The revenue share, again, is from Power's 70-30 split. They give away half of their 30. And that means Power operates on the thinnest margin of only 15%. And if you want to look at Power, if you're not already in Power, Power is a $99 one-time onboarding fee. You get your e-wallet, daily payouts, university, certifications, your website set up, everything, and an ongoing tech fee with trainings every week, every day, every quarter, in person. We call that Power Live. We even have licenses for professional sellers with teams or business owners or even enterprises as well. So if you're a guest here and someone invited you, get back with them to learn more. If my brother and I invited you, if you registered on Eventbrite, go ahead and text the number in the chat. My twin brother Chris has, but we want to welcome everyone here. Now that we got through that, we are going to get into the training here. This is every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's free. It goes on my YouTube, Power Hitter Solar Warrior Tribe. We're just up leveling the entire industry. A few events next week on Wednesday in Diamond Bar, Southern California. We are showing the real estate, mortgage industries, insurance, financial advisors. We're showing them a side hustle with solar. They could be an ambassador, make $1,000, or they could join the business and get 50% commission. We're going to show them why they should partner with Power. And these events help us build our business and get leads. It's amazing. And so you can invite and build into this event in Diamond Bar. Doors open 9:30 a.m. August 16th. We're going to have a panel. It's going to be epic. We're going to have a raffle and so much more. Everyone's welcome, especially any guests looking to add a side hustle, 6-figure side hustle. Go to mysolarbusiness.com to register. All right. So Monday, August 14th, you're all welcome to attend this. It's a free event. We're calling it the Renewable Rebellion Roundtable, live from headquarters. It is solar success in a post-NEM 3.0. Mark your calendars, August 14th, 1 p.m. Pacific. We have Julia, the VP of Public Affairs at Goodleap. Wow, is she amazing. We have Matt from Sunlight Financial. We have Ryan Harris, the prior VP of Sales at Sunrun, guys. Ryan Harris, who's now the CRO of Span, will be live on stage. One of the co-founders of Enphase will be live on stage. Bernadette, VP from Kelsa, myself, and even Jake Hess. Some of us will be live at headquarters and zooming in for this epic panel being held by Jonathan Budd, our CEO. Everyone's welcome. It's an industry event because we have to tackle, hit head on, and crush California sales. The value's there, the batteries are there, everything is there. And this panel is going to be an amazing lineup. I can't wait for that on Monday. We do have our in-person once a year Power World, September 7th through 9th in San Diego. It's on the Coronado Lowe's Hotel. Amazing, gorgeous. 7th through 9th, go to powerconvention.com. Everyone is welcome if you want to do our 2 to 3 day power convention and learn from the best trainers. And lastly, future trainings. Take a screenshot if you want. Every Monday we have trainings, every Tuesday. We even have office hours. We have lease PPA training, enterprise training. If you're new, we have an onboarding every Thursday, twice that day. We have office hours from the top partners. August 8th today, we have Danny Pessy. August 11th, this Friday, Building with Bobby. We have a Building Your Team, and I'll be hosting that. August 14th, Monday, that roundtable, and August 16th, in-person real estate event, and then September Power World. Holy crap, that's a lot of events in the next few weeks, guys. So let's go. It's summertime, and we are pumped. All right, as I bring up the next speaker here, let me introduce him. He's someone very near and dear to the team. You can see him on the left here. He actually was at our Mentor Factory, JC Rangel, not even a few weekends ago, training the team. He's extremely intelligent and bright. He drops nuggets every time he speaks, and we're really happy for him to be here today. He does have additional assets, training materials, slicks, and so much more, and he brings his value every time he joins these power meetings. So let me go ahead and make sure my man, Danny Pessy, can come off of mute. Make sure if you want to share your screen.
Is that working?
Boom, I can hear you. Where are you at?
Let's see. Is this thing working? Is this thing? I went to go update my Zoom thing and I clicked to update it, but it's not freaking working. So I got my person coming over later to help figure this thing out. But
We
yeah,
can hear you.
can you see me?
I don't think we can see you. I don't know if the camera or changed cameras or what, but we can definitely hear you. Can't see you.
I wonder what's going on here, dude. It's on yeah. Let me try this. Let me see if I can get on the my phone and do it that way. So I'm gonna join.
All right, let's do it.
Do it that way. I've done this before a couple times.
All right, let's see if you can unmute yourself there.
There we go. Better?
There's the man, the myth, the legend. Welcome, Danny. Great to have you.
Dude, I hate tech stuff, bro. Oh my gosh. Dude, how you guys doing today, man?
Give him some love.
Throw some love in the freaking comments. I've got something prepared for you guys today. This has been one of my favorite subjects to train on. And as you guys know, I've been doing this. This is going into my 17th year. I was a Vivint guy for a super long time and a couple spinoffs from Vivint. Started up my own dealer a little while ago. Left it to go full-time consulting. And so now essentially what I focus on is doing whatever I can to help up level the solar space. And I find a couple different ways to do that. And so when I first started, I was really a very inexperienced sales rep. And then I started to get better. But one of the things that really pushed me to get better was when I started recruiting. And so for today's training, I want to talk about one of the hacks to get you really good at sales and to get you to the next level of your career. And that is becoming a leader. And so if you're watching this right now, I have a few different things that I've done personally that has really helped get me to the next level of my career. I set a bunch of records, knocking doors. I predominantly come from the door-to-door space. I've done some virtual deals, referral sales. And the last year I had over 25 deals just based off of referrals. I ran a team. My downline did 2,100 installs last year. They're on pace to doing 3,000 right now. So the team has been crushing it, and I'm in a position now where I just handed it off and make great passive income because of the leadership that I've provided over the years and the person that I've become. So if you're watching this right now, you haven't made any money at this, or you don't have a team, there's probably a correlation between the two. And the thing that I found is so many people are like, hey, if I try this out and it doesn't work out, I don't get my buddies involved. And that's the type of attitude that I had at the beginning that led me to be a medium average run-of-the-mill rep. And one of the tricks and one of the things that I had that I remember very clearly when I was younger is my manager said, hey, bro, if you want a shortcut at becoming very good at this job, recruit some people and bring them involved and mentor and train them. And the reason why that's a shortcut and a hack is because it holds you accountable and it forces you to bring people in. Jacob did pest control. Hey, who else has done some door-to-door sales in here? If you've ever knocked anything, sold door-to-door, throw some chat love in the chat. I'm actually going out for the first time in about a year and a half. Next week, I'm going to Ohio. So I got about 50 people coming out there and I'm knocking. So, wow, we did cable. We had alarms, pest control guys. Nice.
Danny,
Yeah,
you want me to share screen or are you good?
I am going to share, if you can get my computer, not this one, but my computer, I've got slides I'm going to pop up here in a second.
Oh, perfect. Thanks, Brad.
So yeah, if you could help let this one share screen, that'll be good. I actually live in California. I am in a town right outside of Beverly Hills. It's called Monrovia. If you want to get technical, it's about an hour away, but I round up. So, I was talking with my manager and he's like, yo, dude, you want a shortcut on becoming super top level performer is find more and more ways to get yourself to be held accountable. And at that point, it really clicked for me because up until then, I'm like, hey, I don't want to get myself involved with my friends because if I don't do good at this, they're going to make fun of me or think it's a big pyramid. And I don't want to lose my relationships with my people. And so the moment I realized that, dude, that was a self-limiting belief that not only prevented me from growing my team, but also prevented me from going out and kicking ass. That's when I started switching it. And I'm like, bro, I'm going to grab a couple of my boys and I'm going to mentor and show them what it takes to be a top performer. And ever since that point came up, I've had, anywhere from 5 to 150 people at one point looking to me for coaching, mentorship, and to lead from the front. And so my training today is on becoming the leader that you need to become to be able to grow a big sales organization. And as you grow your sales organization, you will step up personally and sell more. The last time we spoke about that I came on and did training for John and you guys was based on question-based selling, bringing up points in the close. And those are all good and dandy. But if you can't get out of bed, if you can't leave the house, if you don't have appointments, it doesn't matter how many good points, how many, good logic that you've got. If you don't have any appointments and you're sitting all day waiting for, someone to come by on Instagram and say, hey, I saw your post. I want to talk to you about solar. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, guys. And as you're starting to realize that you've got to get out there and grind just as hard. And all of you are knocking doors, maybe not in the literal sense where you're putting fists to knuckles, and knuckles to wood, but it's other ways of doing it. And so essentially what I'm going to talk about today, let me get this thing if I can get it going here. Sorry guys, I really suck with all this stuff. I usually have a team that makes sure I don't blow things, but John, if you could let me share screen on the one that says Danny Pessy.
Yeah, give it a shot. Let's see if it works.
Share screen. One participant can share at a time, multiple participants. No, it's not working on this one.
The
Maybe.
green up arrow, if you push that button.
Yeah, it's on my, let's see if I do it on this one. Hold on.
I have your slides just in case.
Yeah, why don't you just pop them up, bro? Make it easy on my life. Oof, dude. Like I said, guys, I'm not very good at this type of stuff. I can talk, but when it comes to computers, oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Dude, hell yeah. Good work, John. Thank you, buddy. So, the first step in growing a team and selling big volume is becoming the person you want to work for. And so that was one of those things where I was like, shit, dude, who is my number one rep that works for me right now? So if you're managing or leading, I want you to go into the chat right now and tell me who's your number one employee that you guys currently have in your organization. Go into the chats right now and write their name in the chat to whoever is the number one rep that you currently have. We got some smart ones in here. Look at this. Larry Rock said Larry Rock. Very good. I saw Larry earlier on the call. He had a cigarette in his mouth, and I was like, Larry's the kind of guy that is going to sell some solar today. I love it. So look at that. So guys, perfect. So if you guys are looking at this right now and you're wondering, hey, who is my best sales rep? Well, guys, you are your best sales rep. And when you realize that, you start structuring your organization that you want to replicate your best sales rep. And the way to replicate your best sales rep is to become the perfect rep that you would want to work for yourself. Is you separate you as a leader, and then you look at yourself as a sales rep. Your leader is now going to manage your sales rep, and your sales rep's goal is to become the person that the leader would want to work for. So if you're wondering why your reps aren't performing, if you're wondering why you're not performing, well, you need to become the person that you want to be. And so the next slide that we're going to talk about is to get clear on who that is. So if you're taking notes, you're going to take a few minutes here in a second to write some stuff down. Because the thing is with trainings, it's good for me to push stuff into you. But the most effective trainings that I found is me pulling stuff out of you, not pushing it into you. And so the stuff that I want to pull out is some of these things that are visions that you have to help you become a better person and to become a better leader. So getting clear on who this is and what it is. The first rep that you need to lead and manage is yourself. And then what categories can you break down to get clear on to make yourself a better leader? So the first one is business. So if you're taking notes on this, write down a big line that says business and a couple bullet points. And I want you guys to write, or if you're sitting here, I want you to visualize if you're driving or wherever you're doing, you can't write goals or write stuff down. I want you to think of what does the perfect sales rep that you're performing at. So if you're the perfect rep, what are you doing business-wise? How many deals are you selling a month? How much income are you making? How many times are you prospecting? How much money are you spending on ads? Start really getting clear on what the perfect ideal rep is for you. The perfect ideal rep for me is someone who doesn't drink, who doesn't do any type of drugs or anything like that. And if they are going to drink, it's on Saturday night after they perform a fantastic job. The work that they put in is they put in 6 hours a day, 6 days a week of knocking doors, and they're making $200,000 a year. They work out 2 to 3 times a week. They eat healthy. They remove toxic relationships. And they do not complain. They are problem solvers. They figure out issues and solve them on their own rather than just coming to me with all their problems and hoping that I solve them. They take care of their taxes. They do not blow all of their money and then tax season comes around and they're like, shit, dude, I'm out of money. So write down a couple things right now that you can think of that you want to do as a business owner and your rep should perform. And I want you to go into the comments right now and tell me what you ideally want your recruits to do in the line of business. You heard a couple of my examples. What are some of the things that you want your people to do to become better? So take a second if you're watching this, if you're driving, pull over, or just go in the comments really quick and start throwing in some stuff that you would want your reps to do. You heard my examples. Personally, I want my guys to be good with their money, because the problem is, as a leader, when they're broke, they look to you with their hands out. So getting them good with their money. If you freaking got a rep that makes great money but spends it all, you're in trouble. Keep going. We're seeing a lot of good shares right now, guys. I want to see over 200 comments. Okay, 200 comments. Listen, Danny Pessy, Chris, you're getting me fired up, brother. So, yeah, podcast. Hey, does my employees, do they listen to music or are they listening to podcasts? Do they watch Netflix or do they watch YouTube University? Are they going on watching videos? Are they spending money on their education? Does your person that you're recruiting or working for, do they spend more money on their clothes than their education? Okay, the problem with free education is if you don't pay for it, you don't pay attention to it. So do you want your people spending money on their education? Do you want them going to trainings? Another cost to pay is going to events. Guys, these events that John talked about, they're a sacrifice. But the thing is, when you go to something, you get filled up and you double or triple production after these type of events if they're run properly. So that's what I'd say is make the effort to go to these events and show up, participate, go to these different types of things. So that's what I'd say. Now, we've got the business. You guys are getting clear. Yes, listening to different mentors. Boom. Solar Squad Elite making you feel bad. I apologize. But the good thing is, if you don't feel good about what you're currently doing, you can change it in a second. That's what's nice about this group. Every single person on this call wants you to do better, because guess what? There's over 365 million people in the United States, and only 3 to 4% of them have solar. So all of us on this call could do 100 deals installed next year, and the marketplace wouldn't even notice. It would be less than 1%. So that's the thing. There's no shortage. If John sells 1,000 deals here in California, in my backyard, would I be upset? No, because there's 27 million people in Los Angeles County alone. So I'm not worried about it. I'm actually fired up because if John goes out and kills it, hey, John's one of my friends. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. I like having rich friends. Because the problem is when you're the rich dude, everybody freaking comes to you and asks for money. Everybody. And it's an honor. I'm excited. I like when people ask for me for money. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Because then I give it to them. As long as it's for a good cause, and then I get to go out and make more. Cool, perfect, I love it. So we got the business side, getting clear on it. You can't hit a target you can't see. Now, the next is spiritual. Now, spiritual can mean anything. It could believe in a deity. It could be a religion. It could be time to go out and meditate. So what are you doing spiritually to add balance to your job? Because if you're all work and no play and you have nothing spiritual going on, nobody's going to want to work for a machine. And I learned that year 4. I was so focused on work that I had no time for anything else. And I was so spiritually deprived. I had no time for my higher power. I had no time for meditation. And my people saw that, and it was unhealthy. It was toxic. And although I performed fantastically in business, my spirituality was dog shit, and people didn't respect that, because nobody wants to grow up, or if they're getting started in business, no one wants to grow up and be a workaholic. So you can eventually get to that point, but at the beginning, when you're recruiting people, you want to be somebody that values that. So what is spirituality to you? So it's meditation, it's going to church, it's traveling. So for me, my spirituality is a little different. So I don't go to church. I don't do any of that stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, that's just not a chapter of my life that I'm in right now. So spirituality for me is traveling the world and building schools in different parts of the world. So for me, I'm going to South Africa in November and I'm building a school and putting solar panels on it with batteries and all that stuff so that I can make a difference in that community. And for me, that's spiritual. If I don't go out and do something for somebody else, I feel selfish and gluttonous. So for me, my spirituality is going out and traveling. And I take my family with me. I'm going to have about 30 to 40 people this year, November 8th to the 14th in Africa. And we're all going to go down and build a school. And if you want involved, for sure, you guys should go and do that. This is my 8th year doing it. Last year I was in Costa Rica. The year before that, I was in Peru. And so that's something spiritually for me. So right now in the comments, guys, what's something you guys could do to improve your spirituality? So go in the comments, write that down right now. Yeah, music and bath salts. Hopefully it's in the bath and not eating bath salts. I don't condemn eating bath salts, okay? Not healthy. But what do you guys think you could do to improve your spirituality? All of this is important. So go in the comments right now. What's one thing? What is one thing you can do? Another one is for me. Oh, Spring Forest Qigong. Hell yeah, dude. I was at a Qigong master in northern Thailand. His name was Mantak Chia, and I did a class on Qigong. Dude, it's awesome stuff. Cool, great share. So another one is for me, spirituality is riding a bike. No phone, just riding a bike through my team, through my streets of Monrovia, and enjoying just some time to myself. That for me is spirituality. It's changing. Cool. I see a lot of breath work, bare feet, grounded, love it. Yes, nature. Nature's very, very key. Studies shown that if you are in a nature area, like where there's a lot of trees and water, you calm down significantly and relax, and you can really get creative. So 100%. Love that. Great shares. Next, physical. Here's a big one, guys. And this is the foundation that all of this is built on. So keep sharing right there if you feel called to share on the spirituality. But here's the big one, is physical. Are you happy when you take your shirt off and you stand in the mirror naked? That is the most raw, ultimate form of confidence. And if you have a hard time looking at yourself and you're not happy with how you look, but naked, then guys, there's something to work on. Because if you can't have that intrinsic confidence of the body that you're in, that's going to radiate to people around you. And that's why health is so important. Is you're going to pay for your health one or two ways, either now or you're going to pay for it later. Because what happened my 4th year doing this job, I sacrificed my health for wealth. I lost 20 pounds. I starved myself and I worked ridiculous amounts of hours. I was malnutritioned and I was super dehydrated, but I was freaking just working as hard as I can. It was extremely unhealthy and I got burnt out super, super hard. The following year, after I talked to my doctor, my trainer, they're like, bro, you look like shit. My girlfriend was like, dude, you're looking disgusting, bro. I'm like 6'3", 165 pounds, like not healthy. And so for me, I then started to get in shape, eat healthy, did CrossFit, paleo. That was the huge CrossFit paleo pop that happened in the marketplace. So I got really, really good at doing that. And I changed my life around. The following year, I made the same amount of money, but I did it healthy. So for you, what's one simple thing you could do right now to improve your health? So go in the comments. Don't do something crazy like wake up every day at 6 a.m. and run a mile. No one's going to do it. Okay. It could be as simple as not eating bread for a month. It could be sleeping more. It could be drinking more water. An easy sacrifice that I made is don't drink my sugar. That is a simple choice that you guys can make going forward to no longer drink sugar. Because the food that we eat has so much sugar in it. And then when you put it into your drinks, it's just, it really is really bad for you. So that's what I'd say. Something simple today going forward that can help with your physicality. And so throw it in the comments right now. What are some things you can do? And stuff that I've done is I bought a red light therapy wall. I bought a vibration plate. I bought a membership to a gym with a trainer. And so these little things really help out. And I'm working on building my body up to be a little bit in better shape because I'm not happy with where I'm at. So for me, the physical is the key, because if you can have a strong foundation, your spirituality is better, your business is better, and your family's better. Because the problem is if you sacrifice your health for wealth, eventually you're going to sacrifice for your wealth, for your health later down the line. You will pay for it. So pay the price now and get in shape. Okay. And all this comes into play on being a good leader. Because would you follow somebody if they were morbidly obese and they could barely even take care of themselves? Would you be a role model, that type of person? Absolutely not. So all of these things come into play. Okay, so now that you guys have got your physicality done, hey, great job in the comments, guys. I love seeing everyone comment in here because I do calls, 2 or 3 times a week with multiple different companies. And like I tell people to put stuff in the comments and they don't do it. I really appreciate that. Like, because dude, I'm a normal person too. When I see you guys participating, it helps me out and makes me want to like keep ripping for you guys. So I appreciate it. So I love the comments. So the last part, which is the most important, is your family. And not the physicality is the most important, but for me, the next one is family. And what I challenge you guys to do is, what's one thing now that you guys can do to invest more time in with your family? Because here's the sad reality. It was my best, one of my best years, breakout years, was my 4th year doing this job. And I worked 10 months straight. I sacrificed everything. I didn't talk to my family. All I did was work. And at the end of the year, I was one of the top reps in the entire country. And I went on stage and I remember winning a Rolex. I just was 22 years old, $325,000 as a 22-year-old kid. I went on stage to win all my rewards. And I remember looking up after they put the Rolex on my watch. I got like 8 different trophies. And I looked up and I looked around to see all my friends congratulating me, and nobody was there. I texted my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm the top sales rep in the country. She's like, what do you mean? Oh, great. And so for me, I realized that I climbed my way to the top, but I didn't bring anybody with me. And that was one of the saddest moments of my life, that I thought I would feel fulfillment when I was at the top of the mountain, but realizing that I didn't bring any of my loved ones with me to share in the moment of glory was super depressing. And so if you're watching this, I challenge you guys that as you're on the roads to riches, keep in mind that when you're at the top, if you don't have your homies with you, if you don't have your kids, if you don't have your spouse, and if they're not bought in and they're not cheering you on, it is not what you think it's going to be. It is not. You can buy the fancy cars, you have the money in the account, but if you look around and none of your friends are there with you, it's the saddest thing that you can imagine. And people notice that. If they want to come work for you, but you have no family life, super, super disappointing. And so that's what I challenge you guys, is do little things to improve your relationships with your family. So for example, for me, was I used to travel the world on vacation by myself and just buy whatever I wanted and ball out. But then I said, dude, that's selfish. And it didn't feel as good as I thought it would be after my like 3rd or 4th trip around the world. So after that, it was 2019, I decided to take my family with me everywhere I went. I take my mom, my brother, and his wife everywhere I go around the world, and we build schools. And so for me, that is so much more fulfilling, because when I go to Africa, my mom's coming, my brother's coming, my sister-in-law's coming. So all of these things that I'm doing now involve my family, because when I win and they aren't participating, then you truly didn't win. And if you have your family along with you and your people, that is so much more powerful of a feeling inside, because all you want are feelings. And I'm telling you guys, it's fun to win, but if you don't have all of these people with you, it's not as fulfilling. So that's what I'd say, is what's your plan for your family? Go in right now into the comments and tell me, what are you going to do to bring your family along for the journey? How are you going to get them involved? The problem that you're going to deal with if you don't get your family involved, they know you're on the roads to riches. And what that means is they know that you're going to sacrifice time with them. And if the sacrifice time with them, they don't get a chance to spend more time with their husband, their wife, their kids, their father, their mother. That means they don't want you to be successful. So they're going to try to suppress you. So the way to get ahead of this is you get them involved with what you're doing and reward them. I tell my mom and my family, hey guys, I work a lot. I'm not going to be available to answer your phone calls 24/7. You can't come over to my house any day you want and hang out. But what you can do is get behind me on this mission of becoming a solar pro. And when we go to Africa, you don't have to worry about money. Anything we do, I cover it. We're going to go travel to the Serengeti. We're going to go see Rwanda, see the gorillas. And my mom is like, Danny, that's expensive. It's $1,500 a person to go see. I'm like, Mom, don't worry about it. I got it. That's why I work hard. You help me, and then we're going to go and see this place and take a trip of a lifetime. So that's what it means to get your family involved, because that's the thing, guys. If you're watching this and you're not bringing them along with you, dude, it sucks. So like I said, next, now I'm going to give you guys a couple things that you can think about, and then I'm going to talk about a way that you guys can make a pop in production, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. Okay, so write these down. Questions your people are asking when being led by you. If you have people on your team right now, these are the questions they subconsciously go, and I get this information from John C. Maxwell. Okay, do they care for me? Do you care for me? Can you help me? And can I trust you? So do you care for me is having genuine consideration of having people care that you're going to be better, that they're going to be better. Next, can you help me? Now, here's the problem is, if you spend all your time recruiting, but you don't go out and sell, you're not competent in selling solar, so you can't teach your people how to do it. So you need to lead from the front, and you need to know how to do it so you can replicate it. Your team will do 50% as good as you do. So make sure you're spending time educating yourself so that you can sell more solar. Okay? And next, can I trust you? Which is your character. Your character is the core four we talked about before: spirituality, physical, business, and family. If you falter in any of those four categories, you need to get your character and your ethics in line. So those are the four things. Improve on that. Because right now, if you talk to somebody and those four things are in line, I trust that person. I know that that's the type of person that I can go to battle for, and I can trust them and let them lead me. Okay, but if they don't know how to sell, they don't know how to put glass on roof, hey, there's nothing you can do. They have no competence. Okay, let's go to the next one. 4 reasons your recruits change is when they heard enough, they have to. Okay, if they don't have any money and they're like, shit, dude, I got to change my life, they have to change. Next is they learn enough that they want to. Okay, they know they want to change their life. So what can you do to teach them how to talk to a stranger and get them to buy solar? So you need to teach them how to do that. Find somebody who doesn't have solar and persuade them to get on the roof. You teach those people those techniques, and then they're going to want to do it. Next is they see enough and they're inspired to. So now what that means is you get onto these trainings and you hear guys like John making millions of dollars. You see Danny coming on here making big money. All these mentors, you see everybody on this call winning right now. Now you're inspired because everybody out here is making money, and so can you. The problem is if everybody on here didn't make any money, then what the hell are we doing here? Everybody on here making money makes people want to go out and push. Okay. And then next is when they receive enough, they're able to. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. When you start making money, you can spend on yourself, or you can do it to improve yourself and make the world a better place. I used to take all my money and spend it on stupid shit. 100%. Designer, nice cars, all that stuff. And when I got it, I didn't feel any better. The moment that I took my money and started traveling the world and building schools for kids and going to different markets and doing trainings for people and helping their lives get better, that brought me way more fulfillment. And the sad part is most people are going to have to buy the stupid shit to realize that it doesn't make you feel any better. And the stuff that really makes you feel better is when you help other people that can't help you. And that was my secret. A good leader does three things. They support you, they challenge you, and know when to support and challenge. So for example, for that is John. We had 250 people on this call last time, and we have 250 people now. Why isn't it 1,000? I challenge you the next time I do this call, John, is to get 1,000 people on this call. And you can do it. You're a leader, and there's people right now across this country that need what you have. You got to think bigger. We need to double this right now. Phil, it was good seeing you 2 weeks ago. You need to be on the top leaderboard. Why are you not one of the top reps in the country? I've seen you. You've got the gift of gab. You've got the mentality. Make the decision. You can do this, bro. You got this. So that's the difference, is you support, but you challenge them. I challenge John right now. Next time when you're on this call, I want to see 1,000 people on it. Okay. Next is give till it hurts. The biggest earners are the biggest givers. Last year, I donated over $100,000 to charity, and I raised about 200,000, 150, 200,000. This year, I'm going for 200,000. This next week, I'm going to go knock doors, and I'm going to donate a proceeds to charity in Africa, and I'm looking to go raise $150,000, $200,000 next week. I'm going freaking hard. And that's what happens. I give, I give, I give. So with that being said, the best leaders need a kick in the ass to get them going. So if you're watching this right now and you need a kick in the ass, there's 3 C's that are going to help you with this. Okay, so we're talking about intentions right now. So you all have good intentions on what you need to do. Now, what's the gap from being intentional or good intentions to being intentional? Number one, it's 3 things: content, community, and competition. And that's what I've landed for you guys. Some of you guys have seen my competitions before. Some of you have, some of you haven't. The 3 C's is what I'm going to be focusing on in September. I'm going to provide you with a 4-week boot camp. And I've done this before where reps go from good to great. Some of the top celebrities, you know Joel Gossett? Why is Joel Gossett so good? Well, number one, because he's extremely handsome and he looks like me from what everybody says. But number 2 is he got involved with one of my programs and now he's one of the top reps in the country. So the thing is, you get new information, you get around new people, and your community rises. And so how do you get involved with the better community? Is you spend money to get around people. And that's what I've got for you guys today. It's a 4-week boot camp that I'm going to give you a training every week, that I'm going to bring in the top closers. Ricardo Ricky just got done selling. So if you're in California right now, Ricardo's going to teach you how he did 110 deals in NEM 3.0. If you were selling in California, Ricardo's going to come in and teach how he did that. Troy Dinadubawagowicz, he's the #1 closer in Arizona next to Mike O'Donnell. So he's almost closed 2,000 installs in his career. And so for anybody that wants to get involved with this, it's a $2,000 investment. If you give me 4 weeks, I will break your best week and help you transition from good intentions to being intentional. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. There's going to be consistent competition going on. You're going to be meeting other people. You're going to be pushing hard. And I want you guys to have the best month of your career. And I think that the people that join this boot camp are going to be the ones to do it. So it's a $2,000 investment, $500 a week. You're going to get recordings. You're going to get a group chat. You're going to get a chance to communicate with the top pros in the country and help get your game to the next. And it's called Lord of the Doors. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. And so there's going to be over $10,000 in prizes I'm going to be giving away. And this is a chance for you to come be a part of a virtual workshop. This is all going to be virtual. And so if you guys want involved with this, I'm going to have a group Zoom after this to go over it. So if you want in, text me right now. This is my number. This is my personal cell phone number. Text me, I want in. I'm going to send you a link to the Zoom, and then I'll answer a couple questions for you guys to get involved. So that's my personal cell phone number. And if you want in, just text me, I'm in, and then I will send you a Zoom link. We'll chat about it, go into specifics. And if you want to compete and get a pop in production, join now. And so with that being said, that's enough of me going into Lord of the Doors. Let's go into the last thing here. So if you want the slides, text no fluff to this number. And then they'll automatically send you these slides the next 24 to 48 hours. So if you're watching this, text that number right now. I'll send you all the slides. My personal cell phone number is different from this one. So in the chat is my cell phone number right there in the chat. So that's to get involved with the Zoom after this to break down the competition. And this is to get the slides so that you can do the same training with your people. And with that being said, I want to open it up for some Q&As. We went over a lot of stuff today, a lot of deep fundamentals. But the problem is if we don't dig into the deep stuff, we can't enjoy the fun stuff like the witty banter, the closing techniques. There's got to be a push and pull on it. So with that being said, John, let's open it up and let's talk to some of the folks.
Beautiful, Danny. Thank you on behalf of everyone, all the love in the chat and comments. Amazing as always. I know you've done sales training and tips and mindset, objection handling in person. Now we have leadership and recruiting training. And just one more time, Lord of the Doors, guys.
This could be virtual too. It's not just the doors. I just couldn't find of a better, like I was thinking like Lord of the Panels or Lord of Solar. I don't know, but the doors just seemed easier because you know the door, like the Moria in Moria, like those doors where Gandalf goes and like opens it up into Moria. Like there's gonna be like that picture there. It's cool. Okay, I'm a nerd. Stop. Okay, guys, stop yelling at me. I like Lord of the Rings. Give me a break.
All right, so 4 weeks. If you need that accountability, and y'all know we make 4, 5, 6, 7 grand a deal. I mean, 2K is a no-brainer there. So make sure you write that down. And again, if you want the slides from today, text no fluff to the number on the screen here. And Danny even gave you his personal cell phone number in the chat.
Yep.
All right.
And that's what I'd say. So like I said, anybody that needs help with anything, I'm there. My company provides Zoom trainings individually. There's coaches, one-on-one coaches. We've got a trip to Africa. We got boot camp. So anything you need, this is the great place to learn solar from somebody who's done it. There's a lot of mentors and gurus in the space that have never sold solar, that don't know the space, that have never built teams, that are coming in here just to take your money. I've been here, and the promise is every dollar you spend with me is going to help build this community. I'm an advocate of the solar space, and I'm doing everything I can to make it so guys like you can go out and perform at a high level. And the techniques that in person, in virtual, so if you are closing virtually, these techniques work the exact same way. There's different talk tracks. There's setting the frame. It's all the exact same techniques that you can apply to your presentation. And so this way, it's all going to help you guys out. It's not necessarily just door-to-door stuff. It's solar training in general. So
Perfect.
Really excited to bring that to you.
That was a question by GW. Approach if the goal is to build an empire. And yeah, I think you already answered it. You know, GW, my brother and I do this online virtually, just like this training. We host Zooms, we do reoccurring Zooms. Many of the leaders here, all the tier 3s in power sell virtually. You could shadow them, tag them. Virtual is the new standard, my friends. So virtual is the way to go. If you have any questions, type them in the chat. That would be awesome. There's a question there, or raise your hand. We could take a few people as well. So feel free to type in the chat. We'd probably hang out 10, 15 more minutes.
Yeah. And the thing is, guys, like you can, like virtual is amazing. And the cool part is you don't need to go door to door if you can pay somebody to learn what they learned in door to door. So you could spend 15 years knocking doors to learn what I know, or join a boot camp and figure it all out and go apply the techniques because they work. They work. So we got a couple of calls. John, I'll let you tee it up for me.
Jeremy asked, if you were to start over again, Danny, from zero, how would you start again? What are some things you wish you knew that you know now?
If I was to start over, I would find my local community college. I would go to the business section, the business department of the college, and I'd get to a relationship with all of the teachers there. I would sponsor events. I would show up and ask, hey, can I come in 3 times during the semester and pitch/present my opportunity to come work for me, and I mentor them? Because the problem is in college right now, guys, people get out and they're not making any money. So colleges need people like us to show them a good opportunity. You go into these colleges and you build relationships with the business department and get them to get their students to come enroll with you. If I could do anything over again, that's exactly what I would do. Is I would get the college kids at a community college. Problem is I've been to universities. I went to Chapman University. Problem is you go to these super rich schools, like they think that sales is beneath them and they want a nice $100,000, $150,000 job. And they're not willing to get out and grind for it. So that's exactly what I would do if I was to start over again. Great question.
Thank you. Let's go to Bill. Go for it.
Hey, Danny, good to see you again.
Big Bill, baby.
Hey, I love the exercise you did at the Mentor Factory where
Yeah.
where you went through all the different objections
Yep.
and you had everybody and then your partner create answers to those objections. That was really a great exercise. So
Thanks, Bill. Yeah,
and you
something we
said-
could all do. We
you
could
said
all do
bring
that. anytime.
anybody on your team, bring them in and do that exercise with them. So,
Yep. Agreed.
hey, quick question. Is there any room on the Africa trip? Because I've sent a couple of DMs to your authentic Instagram and was trying to track it down through Global Wear and wasn't able to figure
Is
it
it
out.
not? Oh my gosh. Yes,
So-
we do. So we can split up to 50 people. We're at like 20 right now.
Okay.
So
I'll follow up with you.
I don't think it'll be, yeah, I'll get back with
Okay.
you, Bill. I'm not going to be like, oh no, sign up now, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think we'll be able to
Okay.
facilitate that.
Yeah, I
for
got to
sure.
figure it out the next week and a half because I was
Yeah.
already going to go there for Thanksgiving. So I was like, hey, it's almost
Dude,
one trip.
100%.
So I don't know if I
Yeah.
can make it, but I'm going to try.
do
Okay.
what you can, Bill. Appreciate
Thanks,
it. Good
man.
question.
Great to see you.
You
Say
too,
hi
bud.
to your mom for me.
I will. Bill was at the conference and my mom, she was there helping out with the booth and they were jamming about Africa. So that's funny. Cool.
Awesome.
Hit me up. What else we got, Johnny boy?
Edwin is saying, what's the best way to approach existing companies that do residential work but do not offer solar, and you'd like to create lead generation with them? So Edwin's probably talking about different verticals like HVAC,
Yeah.
real estate, mortgage, door knockers, pest control, alarm sales. So
Yeah. So funny story. My brother saw how much I was making. He's like, dude, we need to get in on this. He joined BNI and literally his salary $60,000, and me coaching him and training him on the side, he made $60,000 on the side selling solar, just going to BNI groups.
yes.
And so start with BNI. Second is find a company that you can do a split with. You say, look, I want your leads and I don't want you to sell solar. And then give them a healthy split, 50-50, so that you're not essentially getting somebody that wants to go do the closing yourself. I'd split it 50-50 down the middle for a good, solid quality lead. So you can do anywhere from 30 to 50%, depending on, your techniques. But BNI is very, very effective because they're there to do that. But you've got to work it. You've got to work the connections. You've got to start talking to people and start sharing it. And then the best things to talk about and the best lines to say is, who do you know? Who do you know that owns a home that might benefit from some renewable energy? Who do you know that's looking for a better job? Who do you know that's looking for some side income that they could do selling solar? Who do you know? Is a great line.
Love it. Yeah, that's some of our secret sauce, and we have the best lead cultivation and multiple income streams for those verticals, Edwin. And I put in the chat, we have lots of training on building with BNI and networking, and we even have partnered with BNI. So if you don't know what that is, check out the link in the chat and visit your local BNI.
Yeah, like dead ass. My brother, I tried to get him knocking doors for years. He's just not a dog like me. And he joined BNI and made great money. Like, it's legit. It's real. I'll show you the money that he got paid. Like, it's pretty cool to hear that actually happen and seeing him do it. And so it was crazy because, dude, the solar is a great product. So he just continued to follow up and did good service.
Yeah, I say you can make a six-figure income in BNI. My second year in BNI, I sold 13 solar deals, and 7 years later, it still gives me leads to this day.
Yeah, it's legit.
All right. What else do we got? What do you think of Chamber of Commerce? Shannon asked.
I did that in 2018. I was in the Chamber of Commerce, and I went to all the charity events. and I participated in all of the community aspects of it. It's good, but for me, I found that, like, because I was knocking doors, I am less leaning on like referral partners, more I can just go out and knock on people's doors. So with that being said, no, it's not a fast pop, but it is something that if worked properly, you can get some deals from it. But BNI, I felt is a little bit more effective.
Yeah, and someone asked what BNI is. It's a closed, exclusive networking group. There's one in every city practically. You can use the link in the chat to find yours. And there's only one person per industry allowed, one solar person. So imagine 20, 30 professionals meeting every week, passing leads, public speaking, educating, learning. And it's like $600-700 a year. And a testimonial in the chat here, Eric Goldstein made 6 figures this year alone, and 80% of it came through BNI leads. So true testament right there.
Yeah, like it's the stuff works, dude. And the other thing is realtors too. Is realtors. Now here's the problem, guys, that you're going to run into. You go to these partnerships and you want them to give. That's not how it works. You got to go get them customers. You got to push their products so hard. If they're a realtor, going around posting in Facebook groups, seeing an opportunity. So for example, if John is a realtor and I'm a solar rep, I go into my neighborhood community apps, and if I see somebody needing a realtor, I recommend John just as much as I do solar. So it's the first thing is you give and try to get them customers before you ask for any. Because what happens is you go into BNI and then you're just like, all right, everybody come to me. But that's not how it works. You have to go find what their businesses are and try to go actively get them customers. And by you actively getting them customers, they're going to actively get you customers, so that the energy exchange works well. Paige just said, oh, sorry, John, you're in charge of questions. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Well, there was a question Cole asked, what's, I know it's a long question, but what does your NEM 3.0 pitch sound like, or 1 or 2 nuggets around that?
That's a great question. It's basically going to be the same, but I'm spending a little bit more time building value, because when you price drop, you're not going to be doing as much savings. It's going to be a bill swaps. You have to build a little bit more value. And if you are selling in California, you want to learn from the guy that's the best at it, which is Ricardo Ricky. He's going to be in the 4-week boot camp. He did 110 NEM 3.0 deals in 60 days. So he's going to show you exactly what he does and break it down. That alone is worth its weight in gold. So definitely recommend getting involved with that. So.
And are you still selling any door slicks at this time, Danny?
I am not. I would wait. I'm building new slicks. So if you're watching this, give me about a month. I'll have new stuff come out and I'll do a promo code for that. But right now I'm focused mostly on the boot camp.
Okay, great. We may have time for 1 or 2 more questions. Friendly reminder, I know we have a lot of guests on here, a lot of people in our database, a lot of people registered from my brother and I. So if you want more information, learn about the 5 income streams, 25 states, there's a number in the chat. I'll text or get back to whoever invited you to this. To all our guests out there. And of course, Danny put his number in the chat as well to get into his boot camp and go from there. Let's see. I think we covered most of it. 1,000 people next time, Danny.
I'm challenging you, man, dude. And the thing is, guys, it's not all on John. If you work on John's team, that's your responsibility too. Because by you not sharing this opportunity with people, you're being selfish. Hopefully you've had a taste of what this opportunity can do for people and how big it can change your life. I know this solar, like, I was getting nervous with my previous industry, but when I went to solar, it literally changed my life and the trajectory of my entire family. And so there's people out there that are waiting for you to talk to them. So muster the courage. You're in the right place. You've got the right vehicle and you have the right mentors. Okay. You guys can trust John and his brother. Power's a fantastic platform, But the thing is, the platform can't do it for you. It's you. You have to make the decision. Be the person that you want to follow, start there and scale it and go out and just freaking dominate, guys. So appreciate you taking time and jamming with this morning. So you got my number in there. I'll get back to everybody here shortly. And I'm going to be doing a Zoom call for anybody who wants more information on it here in about 5 minutes. And I'll get you guys all the link.
Always
So
appreciate you, Danny. Thank you
Yep.
so much. Ended on a great note. This recording will be uploaded to our YouTube channels. Like, comment, share, and rock on. Let's have a kick-ass summer and end of year. Thanks, Danny.
boom, love it. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.